Am I the meanest?
Punch drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Punch drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Punch drunk.
Well, who am I?
Punch drunk.
Who am I?
Punch drunk.
I can't hear you.
Punch drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn, Drunk, Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka Sazon, aka El Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I hope everybody there are doing great, good. Everybody having a good beginning of the summer. This weekend gonna be Independence Day, Sunday, July 4th. Just had Juneteenth a couple weeks ago. Another Independence Day here comes along. Boxing is good, and this month is going to be lit, ladies and gentlemen. This month is going to be lit. We're going to have an undisputed. I've been saying this since last year that 2021 is going to be an undisputed year. We got Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castaño. It's going to be a tough fight for Jermell Charlo. Brian Castaño comes to fight. Great effective aggression. And because Jermell Charlo has been growing, has been sharpening his tools, staying ready in the gym, always prepared, constant professional. This is going to be a great fight with a great accomplishment. And a lot of people I'm not going to say a lot of people, but it seems like I'm looking through the, the independent media, a lot of people ain't really talking about this fight. I don't hear ESPN talking about this fight. I don't hear nobody really talking about this fight up to now. And I know we still got more days to go, but we got what, two more weeks? Two to 3 more weeks, July 17th. And I'm gonna make my due diligence to be talking about this because, of course, now if you look at the thumbnail, you look at the title, I have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with money. Of course, we work for money. We work so we could pay bills. We work to establish stuff. We work to travel. We work to take care of ourselves. In boxing, I just feel that legacy is priceless. I think that legacy is unlimited. I think that legacy is what pays the bills for eternity in here on earth. For your generations and generations to come. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what about Wilfred Benitez? Now, you could say that. You could. But not everybody's like Wilfred Benitez. Legacy reigns supreme. In the end of the day, legacy reigns supreme. Maybe nobody else have used it yet. Maybe don't have an offspring to actually, do something with the legacy or use the name. But what I have a problem with now is that credible voices in the sport of boxing, like Floyd Mayweather, like Leonard Ellaby, even Oscar De La Hoya. Even Oscar De La Hoya after the Campbell and Ryan Garcia fight, when he says that everybody should be chasing Ryan Garcia, that Ryan Garcia don't need them, that they need him. He mean like Teofimo Lopez need him, that Joshua Taylor, not Joshua Taylor, but Devin Haney needs them. No, he needs them to accomplish what you have accomplished, Oscar De La Hoya. So this is just not Floyd Mayweather thing. Credible voices in the sport of boxing is devaluing the accomplishments in boxing. That's the problem. Forget about the trolls. Forget about what the fans think. Forget about this is credible opinion. When you hear Floyd Mayweather say what he said, it makes you like, what? Shout out to Legacy. Shout out to Ronald. What's good, my brother? What's good? Good looking out. Appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate it, my brother. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. That's what's actually cringy, that the credible voices in the sport of boxing want to devalue legacy. And the thing is, they got legacy. What's the reason why Floyd may do a Logan Paul? Why? Because of the purse that he gained? No, because of legacy. Why does Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. could do 1.2 billion or 1.6 billion in trigger on the comeback when they're 54, 52, whatever years old? Why they could come back and do those numbers? Because of legacy. Why does Julio Cesar Chavez could still do a pay-per-view versus who? Julio says Camacho Jr. Why Camacho Jr. could do an exhibition with Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.? Why? Because of legacy. It's not because of the purse, because of legacy. And it seems like these guys, they don't want these young fighters to attain the type of legacy that they have, or they actually really believe in what they say. I don't know, but I got a lot of people didn't get the notification. It's alright. Don't give a damn. People get the playback. What's good, Shadow Ghost in the building? Everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost. Everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost. And then a lot of people out there blaming the likes of Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is good. Gervonta Tank Davis is entertaining. And the great thing about Gervonta Tank Davis is that the fans, he got loyal fans that actually likes him. He got fan base that actually care for him. He got fan base and master fan base. Even if you're not the fan base of Gervonta Tank Davis, but if you see him from afar, you're just a fan of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis brings something to the table that Money May couldn't. I'm not saying Pretty Boy. I said Gervonta Tank Davis brings something to the table that Money May couldn't. Gervonta Tank Davis is bringing to the table what guys like Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao brought to the table. Excitement. You are paying to see Gervonta Tank Davis because he excites you. You are paying to see Gervonta Tank Davis because you're going to see something special. You're not paying to see Gervonta Tank Davis lose. That's the difference between Money May and Gervonta Tank Davis. We got to give credit to Gervonta Tank Davis. And I know we want him to have better challenges and things of that nature, but of course he is signed to a promotional company, and that's their job. His job is to fight. Their job is to help him attain a legacy. So because after boxing, you know, he could live off good, and his offsprings lives all good forever, from generations and generations to come. High, low, D-Man, low. What's good, man? If it's moonshine, it has to be great, better than Frosted Flakes. What's good, my brother? Thank you. You all right? We all like KOs. It's true. Good looking now, Rapid. Good looking now. I appreciate it, my brother. God bless. So, let me see. So this is why I think why they are pushing a mindset when they know that mindset is not for real. I mean, yeah, go for the purse. I mean, there's certain fighters that should just go for the purse because it's hard for them to going to be attain some legacy. It's hard. But there's other fighters that are deemed to be special. There are other fighters that they're potentially could be Hall of Famers. Not all fighters are like that. There are a lot of fighters in the sport of boxing that is paid to take a loss. Especially you see in the beginning of a lot of people's records that you see that guy that's three wins and 43 losses. See, he is paid to lose. He is paid to get his ass kicked. So he just paid for that. Not every boxer are there for legacy. But Gervonta Tank Davis' skills and talent is made for him to potentially be a Hall of Famer. And the problem that I have with Mayweather Promotions is why not nurture his potential legacy? Nurture it, water it, let it grow. Because it seems like you're watering just a bunch of soil, ain't nothing coming out of it. You're watering a bunch of soil, ain't nothing coming out of it. That's the problem. That we feel like a Gervonta Tank Davis is worth the push, is worth the push for him to attain the legacy, and the handlers behind him, pause, should be and the handlers behind him. Go, what the fuck are you talking about? The handlers and stuff like that behind them? What they doing? And the handlers behind them should push him, should water his legacy. Put it that way. New era boxing fanboys want money for fighters instead of legacy. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. HLD in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Proud father. What's good? Imagine if De La Hoya took on Winky Wright first instead of fighting Javier Castejo at 154. Then Vargas and Mosley. Yeah, man. Yo. Salute, Jill. Salute. Lopez. Salute. Refrain Brown. G Funky Boxing in the building. Hit the like button, guys. Everybody subscribe to G Funky in the building. High, low, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity. Damn right. We break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I don't have a problem. Well, I do have a problem, but I expect it from trolls. I expect it from people that don't know too much about the sport of boxing. But when you got credible opinion like Oscar, like Floyd Mayweather, downplay legacy. Damn, that means that's a major problem. That's a major problem. Now, I'm not gonna neglect that a lot of boxing fans really are really frustrated with the belts. Too many belts that's being created. We feel like, there's too much politics in the sport of boxing. We feel like Top Rank got the WBO on lock. We feel like PBC got the WBA on lock. A lot of people don't like the franchise. A lot of people don't like the Super WBA. The Super WBA. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of problem with the belts. I understand, but this is what takes us. What's good? Major Key Boxing in the building. Everybody subscribe to Major Key Boxing. I understand, but us boxing fans could see past the BS. It's easy to see past the BS. We know who's the best. We know who's the best fight. We know what's the best fighting the best. Let's not play the dumb. Let's not go all the way to BoxRec and see, but this guy is not this, and this guy is not that, and all we trying to do is just take away accomplishments to uplift somebody else. And there's a lot of people out there that do that because they just want to win whatever argument. They want to have some bragging rights. They just want to act like they know. They want to hook wink the fans. And like I said yesterday on the platform, I said, yo, the problem lies with the credible voices. These guys should be pushing legacy. See, Oscar De La Hoya should have been like, yo, Ryan Garcia needs to fight Teofimo Lopez, and he needs to call him out so he could attain that type of legacy, because at the age of 22, 23 years old, at the age of 23, you know who I was fighting? I was fighting Julio Cesar Chavez. At the age of 24, 23, 24, 25, you know who I was fighting? Pernell Whitaker, Hector Camacho. That was who I was fighting. I was already a two-time division world champion when I was 22, 23 years old. Floyd Mayweather, 5-division world champion, beating champions. I'm not talking about no tricking belts. I ain't talking about no junior varsity belts that y'all was so proud of. And if Showtime boxing, if you're gonna, if you have a history in showcasing boxing, to spit at the face of Floyd Mayweather in his face in the post-fight interview when you're trying to tell Gervonta that he's a 3-division world champion, it's a slap in the face of Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather, you ain't saying nothing to Jim Gray. Why not correct them? Because they dissing your legacy at the same time. Why would you devalue your legacy just to push something? Why? You don't have to do that. Why in boxing we're devaluing legacy just so we could promote something for the meantime? Why? Why does Ellaby has to say that Josh Taylor doesn't bring nothing to the table? Are you nuts? Why? Why we let it rock? Why? You can't promote enough? See, I don't believe that great promotion is devaluing the whole sport of boxing. If you're a promoter, and you're a boxing promoter, yes, you have fighters. Yes, Mayweather Promotion, you promote Gervonta Tank Davis, but you a boxing promoter as well. You can lift up your boxer, but not devalue legacy. You want him to attain legacy. Because at the end of the day, regardless how much money that Floyd Mayweather shines, no matter how many money and how many whatever he loves to show, how many chains, his legacy is worth more than those chains. His legacy is probably worth more than those dollars. His legacy is worth more than them cars. His legacy is worth more than them strippers. At the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather, you know why somebody's going to go to them strip clubs? Because it's Floyd Mayweather strip club, not because maybe not because of the Scoochies. Oh, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go to Girls Collection. That's Floyd Mayweather's joint. Not Floyd Mayweather because he got the money. Oh, I like Floyd Mayweather because he got money. Nah, I like Floyd Mayweather because he was a great boxer. It's your legacy. Do people worry about Mike Tyson got money or bankrupt right now? No, people care about the legacy. It's like I keep on saying, Mike Tyson, he went bankrupt. He came right and rose back up, doing his thing. People want to see him in movies. People want to interview him. People want to do this. People want to do business with him. Tyson Ranch. You think it was money that got him that? No, it was his legacy that got him that. His legacy. Legacy keep the door open for you and your offsprings. Money comes and goes, my brother. Money comes and goes. Money comes and goes just like you in a strip club and you just flinging the money up and that's it. It goes. It goes just like that. And then you work your ass off and then you get money right back. There's certain fighters that can't use the legacy. There's certain fighters that can't. But their legacy is what keeps the door open. The legacy is what keeps the door open. That's what I got a problem with. So nowadays in this new sport of boxing, now purses are worth more than legacy. Now I'll tell you like this. If a lot of people do feel that a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis, who's a great potential fighter, good fighter. We all know that. Exciting fighter, powerful fighter. Have the skills and talent to potentially become a Hall of Famer. He got the skills and talent to potentially become a Hall of Famer. What's good? Guido in the building. What's good? But we know that he fucks up a lot too, outside of the sport of boxing. You know, boxing is like the perfect place so you could be a fuck up too. Do you know that? I never seen nobody could beat their chick. Well, could physically manhandle their chick. I ain't gonna say beat up. Physically manhandle their baby mama and go viral. Hit and run, hurt people or whatever, and then people still love him in the sport of boxing. When it's time for the lights turn on, people just want to see him. It's only boxing. It doesn't happen in other sports. Boxing is the perfect place for you to be a fuck up. Boxing is the perfect place for you to be a fuck up. But then they'll be like, he's a humble guy. I even say it. Gervonta Tank Davis is a quiet guy. He don't say that much. He's a humble guy. I hate to bring it because I'm a massive Mike Tyson fan. So massive that I'm like, no, he did not rape. I used to fight people. You know, he didn't rape that girl. It was her fault. It was her. Why the hell she going to the hotel room at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? What you think she gonna get into, huh? She gonna watch General Hospital replay? Nah. Mike Tyson ain't do that. But the facts remain as he was convicted for rape. And we couldn't wait till Mike Tyson to come out of jail. Another convicted. Let's keep it real. Another convicted rapist. We wouldn't be like, we can't wait till he come out of jail. With Mike Tyson, we couldn't wait till he come out of jail. Come on, Mike. Damn, come on, free Mike. Right? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Al, what's good? Let's keep. They go watch Grey Anatomy. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. That's how much we loved Mike Tyson, and we don't care about Desiree Washington. Fuck that bitch. Get that chick. He ain't rape you. He ain't rape you. When Mike Tyson, when they gonna free Mike Tyson? Free Mike Tyson. It is, right? Right, refrain? That's how much we love Mike Tyson. And maybe that's the same reason why they love Gervonta Tank Davis. Went viral. Manhandle his baby mom. Pushing around and stuff like that. Next fight, people love him. Don't matter. Can you imagine? Look, Ray Rice, he still couldn't get a job. I know he smacked his, you know what I'm saying? He can't get a job. He was never going to be in the NFL again. But in boxing, nah. Earl Spence, DWI, flipping his phone all around and stuff like that, almost killed himself. And God bless the man that he's here today. God gave him a second chance and stuff like that. But hey, get back in the ring. We just want to see him get back in the ring. We didn't even ask the question, yo, did he hurt anybody? Did anybody actually get hurt? He would have killed. Nah. Glad that he's back. And he's going to be fighting again. That's boxing. Because in reality, boxing is not so much of a gentleman's sport. It's a barbaric sport. And the fans, because it's a barbaric sport, think barbarically. Is barbarically a word? Rolly Romero, I think he's a potential good fighter. You know, want to see him get, you know what I'm saying? Let's see how he gets better. He's still young. Money over legacy, I think, sends a bad message to the boxers. Especially those who have the potential to be great. We got to preserve now. I thought me creating this channel was to preserve the sport of boxing, preserve the fighters, right? Preserve the sport of boxing, preserve the legacy of the sport of boxing. Because you know what the great thing about the sport of boxing? Good low, high low, Mr. Moonshine, the boxing equalizer. Good looking out, my brother. You know what's so special about the sport of boxing? That boxing is actually documented. If you want to know about the history of the sport of boxing, if you want to know almost each and every fighter, that's how good they have. Yo, thank you. Thank you for the historians of the sport of boxing for actually, documented this sport to a T. That we could look back. We could educate ourselves. We could. Boxing is a great sport. Corrupted, dirty, and all that stuff, but then it has a beauty to it. It's almost just like the hood. The hood is the hood, but it's something about the hood that you love it too. You feel me? Yeah, boxing is corrupted. Yeah, boxing is a gangster's playground. But the hood is the same thing, and you can still love it in a sense. You always be like, yo, I can't wait to leave the hood. But even when you leave the hood, you want to go visit right back. Right? Even when you haven't successful outside the hood, you want to come back to the hood and show the people in the hood that you're successful, huh? Even though you're a ball player, man, I'd rather play ball in the hood. They said Haney made him quit. What's good, Rob? What's good? Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Pancho, take it away. Take it away, Pancho. Take it away. Hold on. Gotta do something right quick. Let me get.
Anyway. Then it's time to stone me. Then it's not a slow. Setting it needs me. Hand him at the bone. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? Screaming right out low. Then it's time to show me. When it's 90 feet.
Pancho! And you know what it is about the sport about boxing? It's so stacked right now. The lightweight division is stacked. It's stacked. If we're trying to preserve the sport of boxing, also we have to preserve the accomplishment in the sport of boxing. Josh Taylor, we got to preserve it undisputed. We're talking about undisputed here. The best accomplishment you can have in the sport of boxing in a respective division, undisputed. Wow, grabbing all the gold, beating the best, lineal champion, Josh Taylor. Jamal Charlo about to go do the same thing in two weeks from now versus Brian Castano. Teofimo Lopez being Lomachenko for all the gold. Be the man. The guy that was referred the best. 1, 2, 3. Pound for pound. 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Wow, accomplishments. That's what we got to preserve. That's what we got to put up there. That's got to be the cash cow. That's the guy that all the boxers have to go up against. Yes, I need that. It's not I need that. I need that, not that. Not looking backwards. He said legacy is just fame. Money over fame any day. Nah, legacy is not fame, my brother. Legacy is not fame. You got it wrong on that one. Because the guys that are attaining the legacy right now is not the most popular guys. So legacy is not fame. Legacy is about earning. It's not about fame. You mean the money, the way they promote it is fame, not legacy. Legacy, you earn it. Nothing could take, nobody could take your legacy away from you. That's like when you accomplish your college degree and your high school diploma. Nobody could take it away from you. You earned that. You could fuck up all you want in life, but you got that paper. And that paper right there, that degree could always pick you back up. That's like you doing your thing and you're slinging drugs and stuff like that, and then you be like, you know what? You tell all the kids, man, forget about school, forget about that. Nah, man. Or you know, even you could do this without going to school, whatever. You could do this without. Now you don't want to push that type of mindset to the kids. So you don't want to push that type of mind. That's the same mindset in the hood. Go for the money. Forget about your high school diploma. Forget about college degree. Forget about school, man. Forget about school. That's the same thing. How I see it, translate it into boxing. Man, forget about legacy, man. Go after the money, man. Forget about legacy. Ale. When is Tank actually fighter opponent, we have not seen him fight a 50-50 fight. He been boxing Uber drivers. No wonder I can't find rides. Shout out to Ale Garcia. That was funny. But nah. Mario Barry's not Uber driver, and Leo Santa Cruz is not Uber driver. But they put him in a position for him to, to look good. It sounds cringy when Leonard Ellaby, your fighter is going to 140, going to compete versus Mario Barrios, but in the same interview while you're promoting this fight, you're saying that Josh Taylor brings nothing to the table. And this is when you turn people off. And not only do you turn people off, you make people look at Gervonta Tank Davis sideways. Did you hear what this man just said? And then you know what's the problem? You know what the problem was? Good retro boxing in the building was good. Mr. Moonshine. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho. And you know what makes it bad? You know what makes it bad too? That when we talking about boxing, we love to say, casuals. We like to blame a lot of shit on casuals. No. When we're talking about this boxing talk, we're talking about independent media or boxing content creators, man. Yo, believe it or not. And I know there's people that be like, yo, no, you're going to be like Charles Barkley. We don't got a responsibility. I'm nobody's role model. We got a little responsibility because we're the ones that actually follow boxing day in and day out 24/7. We're the one that preach boxing. We're the one that educate the sport of boxing to the casuals. But now, if you could see, because look, we already know, I said 1,000 times, YouTube is where you want to go, is where you're going to go to get some boxing information, because ESPN ain't going to give it to you. Fox ain't going to give it to you. Sky Sports ain't going to give it to you. Mass media don't give a damn about the sport of boxing, especially here in America. So they're gonna go to YouTube, and guess what? YouTube gonna send you to these boxing channels that's also gonna be spin their own narratives and gonna downplay accomplishment just because they want to be like, oh, just because they want to say, hey, Gervonta Davis and fuck T.O. and fuck Josh Taylor. That's why. And then you, as a casual, going to want to learn something. And then you're like, what? Okay, T.O. and this guy ain't nothing because this guy says something and he got a lot of subscribers and he got a lot of followers. He must be right. So hardcore boxing fans, we devalue. We in a situation like we're running like we don't make sense then. We all in ambiguity over here in YouTube. Like even the hardcore boxing fans can't get on the same page. We can't get on the same page. We can't spit the truth all together at one time. One person got to be on some raised bait, the other one to spin on some narrative, and this is supposed to be hardcore boxing. But then we blame it on the casuals for not knowing nothing because the mass media is spitting the real shit, and then in YouTube and where the hardcore, I thought this was supposed to be the hardcore boxing community. I thought this was hardcore. No lie. When I was going into this, listening to other people, I said, yo, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people ain't talking about boxing in the barbershop like that, like it used to be. You know what? Now I find a place where we all could talk about boxing. We know about boxing, but you know what? This shit is more toxic. I don't talk to the casuals. I think that why don't they teach the guys that have the legacy? Floyd Mayweather, you are in the position that you are in because of legacy. Why is it hard for you to preach that? Why is it hard for you to preach that to Gervonta Tank Davis? What are you so scared about? What are you so scared? I know Gervonta Tank Davis ain't scared, but why are you so scared? It's not like he's about to face killers. We're not asking him to fight. Look. When people wanted Floyd Mayweather to fight Manny Pacquiao, it's because he was a killer. Or Paul Williams, it's because he was a killer. Triple G, Canelo Alvarez, because he was a killer. Sergey Kovalev, he was a killer. A lot of guys that people want Gervonta Tank Davis to fight, they ain't no killer. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, we want to see Gervonta Tank Davis fight Devin Haney, but it's not like he's in harm's way. You know, he could probably get outboxed, but it's not like he's in harm's way. Shakur Stevenson, he's not in harm's way. Oscar Valdez will be a good fight. Teofimo Lopez, right there, that's a good matchup. You got two guys that got powerful hands and that could box. Josh Taylor, you want to go to the 140, the campaign. Y'all want to shout out 3-division world champion? Y'all really want to shout out 3-division world champion when Josh Taylor in the 140 is an undisputed champion? Why do you want to devalue boxing like that? Why? I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't know. Let me see. Yo, what's good? Lucas Body, what's good?
What's happening, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm on fire right now. We're talking about boxing legacy, money over legacy and things like that. But yo, Lucas Body from Canada doing the same feat on the sport of boxing, 10-0, 10 KOs. What's good, man? What's new on the horizon for you?
That's it, man. Just looking to get back in the ring, getting excited. I hoping to fight for hopefully August, September, and start making my name world renowned.
You're in the lightweight division as well, right?
Yeah.
In one of the richest division in the sport of boxing, one of the prestige division in the sport of boxing, is a stacked division with young fighters, phenoms and stuff like that. It's so stacked. What do you feel about your division? What you gonna bring to the table? Let us know.
I can't wait to get in that mix. I mean, I'm there with all those guys. I'm gonna be knocking all those guys out soon enough. It's just a matter of time before I take that step and start fighting the world-class fighters.
Yeah, man. So let us know a little bit of people that don't know you. How you started in the sport of boxing?
I started at about 14 years old, and just a kid wanted to learn how to fight. And you know, when you realize you're good at something, you pursue it, right? So it's It was just one of those things that I fell in love with, and I started fighting as an amateur, fighting for provincial titles, national titles. So I was on the national team for many years as an amateur, represent Canada, and then I turned pro in 2019. Started the career off by myself, um, managing, promoting myself, and
So
I
you
had my first
basically
nine.
self-taught.
Not self taught. No, no. I mean, I had coaches along the way, people
Okay,
guiding
okay,
me along the way, but I started my pro career without a manager or a promoter, and
okay.
I had my first nine fights by myself.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's something to see. That's some motivation and inspiration. Like no nobody could be like, no, I can't sit around yo. I couldn't done it because I ain't had nobody by my side. You said F it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And people wanna ride along on my brand, then come along and help me out. But ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Exactly. I was calling promoters all steady, 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 trying to get on fight cards. I was fighting every month. I fought 9 months straight for nine fights. So I was making the phone calls, getting on these shows, doing what I got to do, selling tickets just to fight. And
Basically
I got
investing on yourself.
exactly. And I mean, I came this far. I'm 10-0, 10 knockouts right now, and now I'm looking for some names, looking for some titles, and climb those rankings.
I know once it comes, especially when what you call it, when a prospect hits to like 10-0, especially with 10 knockouts, now it's time for to get them fight for title eliminators, especially when you got them 10 knockouts. What you feel about your division though? Your division is everybody's talking about your division. You got the Tos, you got the Davis, you got the Haneys, you got the Ryans. Even you got Mitchell Rivera. They're gonna be fighting this weekend. You got it's like it's so stacked up, and now Lucas is in there, Hendry's in there. These young, even the young up and coming that a lot of people not talking about it. What you bringing to the table that they don't have that you could
Well,
tell the
you know
people?
that's what I like about being in this division is that all the eyes right now are on the lightweight division. Everyone's talking about the lightweight division, right? So that's what I like. I want the competition. So it's just a matter of time before I start getting, like I said, these big fights where I'm fighting world class fighters on these big shows, big undercards, whatever. And once I make that step, start winning, that's when I start taking off. So I mean, what do I have? What do I bring to the table? I mean, I bring everything to the table. I'm a well-rounded fighter. I could do it all. I could box, punch, you name it. Defensive fighter. I got all the tools to do big things in the sport.
100 plus amateur fights. So the pedigree is there. And you ain't so you in Canada. I mean the last Canadian, you could say the last Canadian legend is Lennox Lewis. So what do you feel about Canada boxing?
Yeah, you know what? Everyone seems to think that the talent here you know, is below average. And you know what? Like we do have some talent here, but we don't have as many fighters as America or these other big boxing countries, right? So like, and you know, a lot of them don't have the proper guidance,
Okay.
so they don't make it to the next level. But you know what? Like I'm gonna be traveling, getting sparring wherever I can. I'm gonna be coming to the states, going to these big gyms and getting rounds in, where it's gonna prepare me for these big fights. You know,
Yeah, I do
a lot
think
of
they're
these a lot of
I
these Canadians stay at home where they're comfortable, and they just get their sparring in their own gym and their own in-house sparring, and I think that's the complete opposite of what these guys should be doing. Like I travel all over Canada for sparring, right? When the border was open, I was going to the States.
yeah.
So these are the things that take you to the next level.
Now, do you know that's what I usually say about, let's say, the UK fighters or anybody abroad, that that fighters should just come to the states and get their sparring. I do think, and there's other people that's that's a pugilist of the sport of boxing, I've asked, do you think that fighters should just come to the States and train here as well, not just stay at home? And they all say, most of them say yes. But Canada is a sleeper with fighters. Look, Muhammad Ali once said that he fought the best. He fought Foreman, Frazier, Norton. But you know who he said was his hardest competition? Was a guy from Canada, Mark Chavallo.
100%. The guy had a granite chin and took him to the distance.
So it's something in that Niagara Falls water. They got some that gives you that power trip. What do you feel? How boxing is as a landscape, how it is in general? There's people that say that boxing is dying. There's people that's boxing. Some people say that boxing is getting back. But what do you feel about how boxing is right now?
Boxing's huge, and it's only growing. I mean, the numbers.
George Chuvalo, I'm sorry, George Chuvalo.
George Chuvalo, yeah. I
my
mean,
fault.
the numbers don't lie. I mean, you look at the pay-per-view numbers, the just the views on all these fights, they're huge, and money talks. I mean, look at what these guys are getting paid at the high level, right? Views make dollars, so it is what it is. I think boxing's only growing. I mean, we've never seen purses, as high as they are right now. And right now there's limited fans or whatever it is, right? So I think boxing's only going to get bigger, and it's grown huge, especially with the female divisions, right? Like bringing female boxing to the Olympics in 2012. I mean, I think the sport really grew in a professional standpoint as well. So.
No, that's it's true. It's true. I think for me, boxing is growing. I think the boxers know more about the business. It's like, look at yourself. You said that you put yourself nine fights doing your own business. So the business savvy nowadays is probably that we know now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the boxers has gotten better. Knowing about their business and things of that nature. What do you feel about? Because I was talking about this earlier. What do you feel about that? It seems like now is money over legacy, rather legacy over money. What are you fighting for?
You know what? I mean, at the end of the day, everybody wants to lead the sport with deep pockets, and I mean, everyone's in it for different reasons. I'm obviously in it to make a legacy for my name, right? But at the same time, you're in there to make a living. So, there's obviously a balance. You have to have a balance between the two, right? Like you can't just do it for one and then not do it for the other because, say, you're fighting for your legacy, but you're not worried about your paychecks. So you can't do that, man. Like this is what you do for a living.
Yeah, this
right?
is prize fighting.
So you have to find a balance between the two. Right, like you want to do it just for the money, but you're taking these fucking, Mayweather versus Paul fights. It's like, man, like it just looks bad, right? Like it kind of people say it hurts his legacy, but at the same day, like at the same time, it's hard to say no to that kind of money.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's true.
So, like you have to have that balance, right?
Nah, sure. I absolutely agree with you. I personally think that when you attain that legacy, money chases you. Instead of you chasing the money, it's a point when you have the legacy. As I was saying earlier, I said the reason why he could do those exhibitions is not because of the purses that he used to have. It's because of his legacy. The reason why Mike Tyson and Roy Jones could come back and do 1.6 million on Triller is because of their legacy, not because how much money they made. So I said, in the end of the day, I think fighters. In my opinion, I think it sends a bad message to tell fighters to go for the money and not for legacy, especially when there's fighters like yourself and others that have the potential to be great. Now there's other fighters that there's like three wins and 48 losses that they're there for the money, get beaten up and stuff like that. So they go for the money,
But those guys serve a purpose in the sport as well.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, they serve a purpose. But that at this point, it's not about legacy.
100%. They're long past that point.
Yeah. So what's your who you signed to? What promotional company?
I'm not signed to a promotional company right now. I'm signed to David Itzkovich as an advisor and Phil LaGreco as a manager.
Okay. See, that's, and I see a lot of young fighters not signing with promoters right away. You know, Kid Austin not signed with a promoter as well. Why not?
You know, I'm just waiting for the right deal at the right time. I mean, like you got these the big companies like Top Rank, Golden Boy, uh, Eddie Hearn's group there, and you know, like for me, I'm waiting for the right deal with the right contract that have the right guys in my division because you know how it works, right? Like I'm looking for a promoter that has the most lightweights in the division.
Okay.
That way, I'm guaranteed these fights. I'm guaranteed, you know what I mean? Not guaranteed, but way better chances of me getting these big fights. For instance, you got Top Rank. It's got Teofimo Lopez. You got
Nakatani.
Nakatani. You got all these amazing lightweights.
Yeah.
I would love to be in that mix. So a good fit for me would be Top Rank
Yeah.
or something along those lines. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for the right deal at the right time and make the right move when the time comes.
If somebody asks you right now, who would you want to fight right now? Like out of those top tens, who would you want to fight? Who would you want to get a crack at?
Well, I mean,
You could fight anybody, I know, but who is that? Who do you want to? Who's realistic that you could fight off the top 10 or top 15 that you want to crack at?
Who do I want to crack at? I mean, whoever they want to put in front of me, I'm willing to take on. I don't really have a preference. I don't really care. I'm a fighter. I'll fight whoever is in front of me. Anyone in the top 10, be my guest.
So let me mention a couple of names to see what you what you think of them in your division. What do you think about Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah, I think he's a great fighter. Great power, great reflexes, but he's hittable, and hittable is beatable.
How about Lomachenko?
Lomachenko, same thing. You know, he the guy's incredible at what he does. The guy's amazing. He's got all the tools. He's got everything but one punch knockout power.
Okay. Devin
Right.
the Dream Haney.
Devin Haney. Amazing boxer, great distance, but you just can't seem to put these high level guys on their ass. I mean, anyone that throws punches is hittable.
Yeah.
As soon as you're throwing a punch, you're vulnerable to getting hit. So, I mean, it's just a matter of timing and distance with these guys, and those are two things that I do great.
Okay.
So they'll look great against me, 100%, until the moment they're on their ass.
Okay. How about Tank?
Tank does everything very, very well. Explosive, good distance, good defense. He sees everything. But he's there to be hit up the middle when he's punching.
Okay.
On wide shots, he's there to be hit.
All right. Easy to be countered. Okay. How about Ryan Garcia? I'm gonna stop there.
Ryan Garcia, incredible speed, but he makes a ton of defensive flaws. He's got tons of defensive flaws. He backs up straight up, chin in the air, right? He's there to be hit while he's punching.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, you got to be careful. The guy's incredibly fast. He's got amazing placement and timing with his shots, right? But if you know what's coming, you're able to prepare for it before he throws it. So with a guy like Ryan Garcia, I mean, we've seen him on his front foot. He's great. You put him on his back foot, he's not. So what does that tell you? You put the pressure on these guys, it's a matter of time before they fold.
So you see holes on a lot of these guys' game where you could capitalize. That your skills and talent could capitalize.
Yeah, 100%. I got a very high boxing IQ, I feel, and I got a very good coach in my corner. That and people around me, like we're able to break down these fighters and take away what they have and expose what they don't have.
And what who was your who did you look up to? Who's your favorite fighter? Who did you emulate? Who did you want to remix? Who was your favorite fighter coming up?
You know what? I had a bunch of favorite fighters going up, like obviously Floyd Mayweather, just an incredible athlete, incredible fighter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to fight like him when they're coming up, right? Uh, Gamboa, I love Gamboa when I was in the amateurs and fighting. Just he obviously has tons of flaws and his
Yeah.
chin's the greatest, but he's one guy that I really liked. Guys like Terrence Crawford, one of my favorites. Just killer instinct, great timing, great distance, great footwork, great balance. Right. Um, who else? Guys like Shane Mosley, and as a lightweight, one of the
Yeah.
best of all time. And as a lightweight, that guy was unstoppable. As
Yeah.
soon as he moved up, you know, things happened, right? But as a lightweight, he was probably one of the best ever.
Yeah. And tell us where your nickname Prince came from.
You know what? It just
Or is that your nickname? I don't. I mean, that's your
yeah,
middle
yeah.
name, or is that
No. It's my ring name.
okay?
You know what? I just had back in the amateur. I think it was like my ninth fight or 10th fight. I had the announcer call me that, and it just stuck ever since.
Okay. All right. So what's the other? So you from Canada, but what's your ethnicity? Because I think in your Instagram you had what's the flags that you had on? You had it.
My dad's Palestinian. My mom's Italian.
Okay. All right. All right. So and is you any religion? Because at first every time when I hear Prince, I just think about Prince Nassim. I just I think about what I'm saying, and I say okay, he looked like huh?
That's another fighter that I love coming up.
Oh hell yeah! We haven't had a showsman like that since
Exactly.
the flying carpet. You ever gonna get come into the flying carpet like Aladdin, like Prince Nassim
Got
did?
it. I got it. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, I think he getting frozen a little bit. How about Tom in? Well, time out and time back in because you're frozen. All right, you good right now? Hold on. Okay.
No, one sec. Is that good?
You glitching, like you coming in and out. All right, you good now. See, it stops right now.
Is that
Yeah,
better?
that's better. That's better. So yeah, so you trying to come in the flying carpet like a like Prince Nassim.
100%. That's the goal, man. When
Trying
the
to
time comes, you'll see me on that carpet.
yeah, man. You trying to entertain the crowd, man. Entertain the crowd. It's an entertainment business.
100%.
Yeah, man. But yo, thank you for timing in, man. It was great to talk to Lucas Body Prince Body. Um, yo, tell people where they can find you. Where they can find you at. Nah, he's frozen. Hold on, but I let y'all know. Hold on. You good? Time back out. Time back in. Cause it's frozen. But Lucas Prince Body, you can find him on Instagram and I think Facebook. But yeah, man, knockout artist, knocking everybody out in their mama in the first 10 and 0, knocking everybody out. Still growing in the sport in the rich division, like the lightweight division. Let me see if he time back in because it's kind of um Muslim don't got hands, bro. Oh come on, man, don't say that now. Why people gotta go to that? Why people gotta go there, man? Well, he's from Palestinian and Italian. Cool mix, cool mix. And shout out to the Palestinians out there. Shout out to the Israel. I don't get into that, but hope all the churches out there safe and sound, man. It's unfortunate kids has to go through their punch. Good, humble kid. How old is he? I think he's 26, 26, 27. Not so much of a kid. I think he's the same age as Gervonta Davis. Leo was good in the building. Was good. Sanchez was good. Canada, from Canada. Yeah, my fault. I said Mark Chavallo. It's George Chavallo. Muhammad Ali said once that the best fighter that he ever faced wasn't Frazier, wasn't this. It was actually George Chavallo from Canada that gave him the hardest task. I think they fought twice. Once or twice. Yo, the boxing voice in the building. What's good, Mr. Mooshan Dímelo? Keep grinding, champ. Good looking out, my brother. Keep looking. Y'all keep grinding, man. Y'all keep grinding, motivating, inspiring the boxing content creators like myself. Senor, everybody subscribe to the boxing voice. Best in the business. I don't like his observation on the Four Kings. What Four Kings? I think he kept it real with the guys in the top of the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are fighters. Fighters gonna see what other people don't see. That he sees holes in their games that he feel like he capitalized from them, and that's the way you want your fighters to actually talk. You don't want him clam and love them and stuff like that, and call him amazing and stuff like that. How dare you call him Four Kings anyway? Exactly, Justin. How dare he call him the Four Kings? The guy who called him the Four Kings? Hold on, who was that? Sanchez? How dare you say that? Thank you. High low. The drunk nation, drink boxing. Let's go. But yeah, we was talking about, money over legacy. Now, of course, everybody do things for money. I understand. Money takes care of you, your family, and, get you whatever you want to get in life. Cool. I understand that. But I think where boxing and credible voices have not acknowledged as of late, like the Floyd Mayweather's world, like the Oscar De La Hoya with the Ryan Garcia situation and stuff like that, is that legacy reigns supreme. Legacy, money will chase you with legacy. Money will chase you. So, and especially when you got the skills and talent to be great, to be a future Hall of Famer, it's not bad going after legacy. And again, we're not asking Mayweather Promotions to put Gervonta Tank Davis with the monsters of all monsters, because in reality, a lot of people ain't a killer. They good boxers. They great. They potentially could be great. At the end of the day, Gervonta Tank Davis is actually the killer. Yeah, we got a killer. We got T.O. is a killer. We got also, and you go into the 140-pound division. You got Josh Taylor, who did his thing versus Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez was supposed to be a killer. Miguel Berchand, 130, was supposed to be a killer. But in reality, what's good? Transcend the Sports Channel. What's good? Everybody subscribe to Transcend the Sports Channel. What's good, Carlo? Oh, and he's from Canada as well. We had a Canadian and Lucas Body. Shout out to Lucas Body again, man. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna chop that interview up, and then we're gonna put it up probably tomorrow. Legacy runs deep into this boxing. Yeah, I think it's just cringy to hear people with legacy talk down about legacy. That's all. So we got to preserve the sport of boxing. We got to preserve legacy, because if we don't do it now, if we do not do it now, if we are going to jump in the same wagon as, just get the money. I think it sends a bad message. That's like, again, I'm going to say it again. That's like telling a kid in the hood when you slinging rocks and shit like that, and you an OG, and you be like, man, forget about school, man. Get this money. Forget about your college degree and high school diploma, man. You getting money over there, man? Get your money right here. eventually with legacy, money will be chasing you. You got to believe in your skills and talent. You got to believe in the skills and talent that you put your hard work in since you was, look, Gervonta Tank Davis been boxing since he was real young. Just like Teofimo Lopez, just like these guys like Josh Taylor, since they was yay high before teenagers, right? Why not? Why not go for legacy? You're built for that. You're built for legacy. You're built for it. Because if you retire right now, you're going to stay stuck with that purse. If you retire right now, all you're going to do is just stay stuck with that purse. Look at this one. Look how legacy is important. Look, when we're talking about Oscar De La Hoya, and I know there's a lot of people that don't like Oscar De La Hoya. They still mad. They still mad about the fishnet, right? People are still mad about Oscar De La Hoya and the fishnet, right? But in the same sentence, when there's people out there that be like talking ish about Oscar De La Hoya, oh, he's this and his promotion is that and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Then the same in the same sentence, the same paragraph, you be like, yo, boy, he fought everybody, yo. Yo, but Oscar De La Hoya fought this person and fought this person. He got legacy. The reason why you still have to respect Oscar De La Hoya is because of his legacy. If Oscar De La Hoya would have retired at the age of what? If he had no legacy behind him, but he was just famous, that's it. You would have hated Oscar De La Hoya. You would have like nothing about Oscar De La Hoya, but you gotta humble yourself and be like, yo, but Oscar De La Hoya did this. But Oscar De La Hoya did that. Oscar De La Hoya fought everybody in their prime. You got to give him that. Win or lose. Because he left legacy behind him. So as much as you want to hate Oscar De La Hoya ain't going to fall because his legacy always picks him right back up. It's like hip hop. When those guys back in the days and stuff like that, they was rapping and stuff. It wasn't about money too much. They wasn't getting paid like that. As a matter of fact, they're getting paid right now. Naughty by Nature, ain't nobody trying, right? A lot of people ain't trying to listen to Naughty by Nature right now, but guess what? In Europe, they still go out there. Wu-Tang, they still go out there in Europe and Tokyo and Asia and Germany and sell out crowds. You know why? Because of their legacy. The music is their legacy. The legacy. Legacy will always reign supreme, bro. Legacy will always reign supreme. Legacy, money, relevancy, it can all work together as well. All works together. This one hit wonders, just like if you want to translate it to music and boxing, these one hit wonders, that's it. It's a one hit wonder and that's it. That's it. And they done. You're never gonna remember them again. New Media Today, USA Boxing was good. Salute to my brother Punch. Salute to you, my brother Coach Malachi Williams. Everybody subscribe to New Media Today, USA Boxing. And us people that got a platform, we got to preserve legacy. At first, we just trying to preserve the sport of boxing, talk about boxing, but we got to preserve this legacy stuff because if we don't, then all these boxers, you know what? Even if they be frustrated about the belts, these fighters are not going to fight for the belts. They're going to fight the easiest fights. They're going to do whatever it needs to take to think. What is it? What is it? Work less. What is it? So work smarter. Work less. Work smart. What Flo Miller we saying? I forgot to say because I didn't even follow the model. What he be saying? Work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. That's that old man thinking. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's when you pushing the late 30s and then 40s and 50s when you in the gym and you know you can't go all out in the gym like you used to do. And now you actually got to work out smarter, take those days off, sleep and all that stuff. That's what it is. That's that Mayweather old. That's it's because he's getting old. Now I got to work smarter, not harder because I can't. I can't work harder now. What do you mean that you can't work? Some people like to work hard. Yo, when you finish a workout, and you about to max out. You about to max out whether you do some dips, whether you do some pull-ups, when you do the bench, and you like that. You like when you pumping. Work harder. That's like imagine. How about this? How about if a girl tell you, or you tell a girl, like, bitch, I ain't trying to work hard. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. Nah, but I want you to do, dog. You know what I mean? I want you to do nah. I only do missionary. That's the only way I'm gonna come, and that's the way I'm gonna work. All right, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes so I could come at that because I gotta work smarter, not harder. I ain't trying to work. I ain't trying to sweat. I ain't trying to do all that. Put it this way, in my opinion, if that's what it is, if working smart. Alright, man. If working smarter and not harder, you know what I'll do? Nah, let me just jerk off because I don't want to work harder. I don't want to do it. I just know blah, 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 that's it. I go to sleep and that's it. You know? work smarter, not harder. You know? Babe, I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm not gonna lift you up and do the body and shoulder. I'm not gonna lift you up. I ain't gonna do the baby boy on you and carry you and go across the kitchen like the dude in Baby Boy. I'm not gonna work harder. I'm gonna work smarter. Alright? Just let me go to the missionaries. I know how to come. I know where you know how to come. I ain't gonna be having all this. We ain't gonna waste no time. We got work in the morning and stuff like that. And that's it. I work smarter, not harder. Right? Imagine you tell a girl like that, what you gonna do to me, baby? What you gonna do to me? I said, you think I'm gonna work? I ain't gonna sweat. Look. But why you just take everything off? Nah, babe, I gotta go somewhere. All right, let me just lay in the bed. All right, yeah, and that's it. But come on, lay down with me and talk to me, and then I told you that boxing translates to life itself, so I gotta bring life itself. I gotta give you that example so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Work smarter, not harder. Can you imagine if you said? I'm working smarter, man. I don't gotta have that type of erection. I don't gotta be harder. I just know what you like. Let me use my finger, and that's it. It don't have to be harder. I don't gotta work harder, man. I know you, baby. I know you, boo. Why you making me do all that foreplay and stuff? I gotta work harder. You want to work hard, man. You want to work hard and smart at the same time because you don't want everything to come easy. Pause. You don't want everything to come easy because if everything is easy, then everybody could do it. Everybody could do it. You feel me? You want to do something special, so it got to be harder than the norm. Pause. Sanchez, you say, yo, you got my girl telling me to work smarter. Sometimes, hey, you know when you was young and stuff like that, and you was eating the coochie, and you were just licking all over the place and stuff like that. She be like, it's only here. It's just this. Why are you just licking all over the place and stuff like that? It's just right here, just this. La semilla. Chupa la semilla, that's it. Why you all on my thigh and shit like that? Big chopper and bias. What legacy do for Leon Spinks, Yvonne Burke, Barkley, Pernell Whitaker? They died broke, couldn't pay the bills. Why the money wasn't chasing their legacy? Because when they was getting the money, they were spending it. And I know. Good looking out, big chop on bias. I know you was going to justify it. I know there's people that want to justify it. I know. That doesn't mean that money, look, this is what I said. I said that legacy, look, legacy reigns supreme. You still got to put your legacy to work. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not talking about legacy reign supreme, and then yeah, you a legend, but then when you get in your money and you get in on side, you still doing drugs and stuff like that, and you ain't trying to pick yourself up. I'm talking about that you let your legacy work for you, but you gotta let your legacy work for you. You gotta put yourself. If Sugar Ray Leonard said, you know what, I want a job at ESPN to do color commentating. You don't think that ESPN is even going to take a look in him? Of course. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about that legacy reign supreme, just legacy and just sit your ass down and do heroin and stuff like that and go in the crack house and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that, bro. Now you going, oh, what did it do for them? Yeah, these other guys was doing drugs. These other guys was doing drugs, but they picked themselves right back up. Their legacy helps them get back on, not back on track privately, but back on track and getting gigs and getting jobs and things of that nature. All these guys, our favorite fighters are all strung out. Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar de la Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. But they got themselves cleaned up again. And when you see them on the zone and you see Mike Tyson doing great, and he is, and you see Julio Cesar Chavez and ESPN, and you see, Ricky Hatton. Let me get the raise. Legacy will always reign supreme. You're gonna get your 30. You know you're gonna get your 30 for 30, with legacy too. Aaron Pryor. David Benavidez. I'm in love with the Coco. It's funny that people want to justify these fighters doing drugs and stuff like that. But then your favorite, when you listen to the hip hop and stuff like that, and they talking about drugs, you be like, yeah. We see, and I tell you, what's your favorite movie? Every time I be like, yo, what's your favorite movie? And people be like, yo, Scarface, yo, Goodfellas, New Jack City, Blow, Casino, everything that has to do bad, that's your favorite movie. But now boxers, when they do something, it's like, what are they doing? What are you doing? He's a bad guy. But all you listening to, and you're into the bad shit. Cocaine is America's cup of coffee. Who's the meanest? Who's the baddest punch? Moonshine drunk. Laughing out loud. Finally watched the Haney and Akaka TV pathetic beatdown. Oh, you seen that one, huh? I'm Rick James. What I'm saying is, legacy reign supreme, and they gotta push it. We're not asking Gervonta Tank Davis to do something that we think he can't be able to contain. We just want those names with the butts in the seats, with those names. And now you got a superstar, not just a pay-per-view attraction, a superstar. Anybody could, Leonard Ellaby, anybody could be on pay-per-view. Anybody, I'm gonna tell you right now that anybody could be on pay-per-view. I'm gonna give you an example right now that anybody could be on pay-per-view. Let me go to Fight. This is the app Fight. I'm gonna give you an example why anybody could be on pay-per-view. Oh shit! They just put Lopez Cambosos August 14th, 9:00. Oh, they just put the Cambosos fight on Fight. I guess it's gonna be in August 14th. Let me see. They just put it up on Fight. Look. Lopez versus Cambosos. Get your pay-per-view. Triller pass. Okay. I ain't see it the other day. I guess they put it in. I'm going to give you an example, bro. Let me go to the events. I'm gonna go to the events. Boxing. I'm gonna go to boxing. Look at this boxing event. Do you know these guys? But guess what? They on pay-per-view. Do you know them? I don't know them. This is boxing. They on pay-per-view. How about this? Let's see. Let me go. Tressel versus Johnson. Who is Tressel? Who is Johnson? Back to business. Pay-per-view. Do you know these guys? Look, I'm gonna tell you, like, anybody could be on pay-per-view. Anybody could be an attraction on pay-per-view. But are you a pay-per-view star? Gervonta Tank Davis right now, is he a star? He's a star in boxing. Is he a superstar? He's a pay-per-view star. 200 plus thousand is not a pay-per-view star. It's a pay-per-view attraction. But he has the potential to become a pay-per-view star. He has the potential to be more than what he is. And until he attains what Teofimo Lopez has, and when he attains what Josh Taylor has, or at least half of it, then I will be like, yo, this is the guy that's supposed to be in the front line. You can't expect a Josh Taylor to chase Gervonta Tank Davis, and you can't expect a Teofimo Lopez to chase a Gervonta Tank Davis. It got to be the other way around. Because might as well just throw the belts away. We got to preserve it. We have to neglect what those promotions are promoting. We have to neglect the message that ShoBoxing is sending, saying 3-division world champion. Come on, man. Those are JV belts. Those are junior varsity, all right? Come on, stop. You're making people dislike what Gervonta Tank Davis should be, is. Gervonta Tank Davis should not be hated, should not be disliked. Gervonta Tank Davis is exciting, got great skills and talent, potential skills to be a Hall of Famer in the future. But these guys make it worse. You don't have to devalue boxing to uplift your fighter. You don't have to do it. That's weak promotion. That is lazy promotion, in my opinion. And this is the reason why Jake Paul and these guys take over. But yo, tomorrow, y'all already know, man, it's Happy Hour Thursday. Happy Hour Thursday tomorrow. Special guest tomorrow. Good looking out Lucas body for spending time with us and stuff like that. Check him out. 10-0, 10 knockouts. Everybody, man, good looking out. Yo, everybody, God bless. Tomorrow's Happy Hour Thursday karaoke night, man. I'm gonna open up the panels. We're gonna be having fun. We're gonna be talking about everything, and of course, and we're gonna be talking about more about Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano for Undisputed. All right, let's talk about the Undisputed. I see a lot of people's kind. Let's go. Let's talk about this Undisputed. All right, Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano, July 17th, is a historic fight for both men. High accomplishing, the best, the thing that you want to accomplish most in the sport of boxing is become undisputed. Let's preserve that, ladies and gentlemen. And then following that week, we got Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, the trilogy. This Saturday, we got Chris Copeland, formerly known as Little Beehive Primetime, versus King Tug. And we also got Michel Rivera. Check out my interview I did with Michel Rivera yesterday. Michel La Sarsa Ali Rivera. This Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, since August, I've been telling y'all that boxing got great momentum. Every week there's a fight. Every week there's an event. Every week boxing keeps me home. So every week the wifey is happy. Love y'all. God bless. Tomorrow, Happy Hour Thursday, karaoke night. Let's go. God bless. Love y'all. And on to the next.